Welcome to Mo's Learning Moments, and today we're going to talk about the butterfly. This is a butterfly. Butterflies have beautiful colours on their wings. And the mommy butterfly goes down and she lays lots and lots and lots of eggs on a leaf. And the eggs are called larvae. They're sticky and they stick to the leaf to protect them. Let me show you how small the eggs are. They're just little dots or like a tiny little pinprick. Very, very small, you can hardly see them. The little larvae start to get bigger, and inside the larvae are baby butterflies which are called caterpillars. When they're ready to come out, they nibble a little hole, come out, wriggle out, and then they eat the shell, and this gives them energy. When the caterpillar comes out, his jaws are so strong. They eat leaves all day long. They can munch through a lot of leaves in just a few minutes. They eat so much that they burst out of their skin and they get a new skin with lots of hairs and bristles. The caterpillar then wants to turn into a butterfly. So the little caterpillar hangs upside down on a twig, and sometimes he's camouflaged with the green leaves. His skin splits and this chrysalis comes up around his body. It's his little house called a cocoon. He stays inside the cocoon for around 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer or maybe a little bit shorter. And when he emerges, which means comes out, his wings are all wet and crumpled. He starts to fly from flower to flower. His wings are then dry, and here we have our beautiful butterfly. Now we're going to go back over that with some pictures. So this is a picture, amazing insects. Butterflies are flying insects with beautiful wings. They begin life as caterpillars, because a baby butterfly is called a caterpillar. This particular one is a peacock butterfly. The spots on its wings look like the marks on a peacock's tail. Do you remember I told you a minute ago about the tiny eggs? Butterfly lay eggs on leaves and twigs. The eggs are sticky, how they don't fall off. Do you know that some butterfly lay more than 1,000 eggs in just a few weeks? And I actually have 1,000 bead square here, or a cube, which shows what 1,000 eggs would be like. Many eggs have a thick, rough covering, like I showed you here. A caterpillar is growing inside. They will be ready to hatch out in a few days. Some eggs look like round pearls. Other eggs are long and thin. A few hang like beads on a string. Hatching out. A caterpillar bites a hole in the egg and wriggles out. The caterpillar eats the egg to give him energy. The caterpillar starts to eat once he comes out. He is still hungry, so he eats the leaf that the egg was on. Then it moves to eat more leaves from the same plant. You know, caterpillars have very, very strong jaws. Caterpillars eat all the time. And you know, I planted some sunflowers a few years ago and all the leaves were eaten. The same with cabbages. These caterpillars are called large whites. They only like to eat cabbage leaves. It's now time to change. The caterpillar is going to turn into a butterfly. First, a caterpillar finds a safe, sheltered place. It hangs upside down using hooks on its body. Do you remember we said its skin splits and falls off underneath is a new skin. The skin gets harder and harder until it is like a case. The hard case is called a pupa. The pupa hangs without moving for weeks. Inside, a butterfly is growing. And this little house can also be called a cocoon. When butterflies are fully grown, they are ready to break out of the pupa. You can see this butterfly's wings inside. A butterfly slowly pushes itself out. Its wings are damp and they fly from flower to flower. Do you know butterflies don't grow after they have hatched? They stay the same size all their lives. I'm now going to show you what we covered today. This is the life cycle of a butterfly. Here is the butterfly. The butterfly lays lots of eggs called larvae. They are sticky and they lay them on a leaf. A little caterpillar is inside the larvae. Oh, it comes out and starts to eat. Its jaws are very, very strong and eats and eats. And then one day it hangs upside down on a twig. Do you remember the skin splits and the chrysalis works up over the body? It's the pupa stage, and also it can be called a cocoon. Then the little butterfly comes out of the cocoon. Its wings are wet and crumpled, and they spread their wings and fly from flower to flower. The word we use when a caterpillar is changing into a butterfly is called metamorphosis. Thank you for watching Mo's Learning Moments today, and maybe tomorrow we'll have some more. Bye.